Welcome to Unbiased. I'm your humble host, Will, back at you with another video. Before I get into this video, can you please like and share the video? Please subscribe to the channel and also leave a comment. I will reply back as long as the comment is respectful. Um, so let's get into it. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Memorial Day is for reflection and appreciation to the soldiers who lost their lives in battle and all the wars and battles that we had in this country. And they gave up their lives for us to be free. And salute to those families as well for those soldiers. So this video is also, piggybacking off what I've said of my last two videos. So let me appreciate and give thanks also to God. You should do that every day, which I do that every day. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the last two videos I created, I forgot two things that I forgot to mention in both of those videos. And it's the biggest ones that I should have mentioned, because I went through a long list of what I said in the first video about scientists are things that they can't explain that happen on this earth, in the earth realm, or whatever you want to call it. There's things that happen that they can't explain. And I forgot to mention two things that happen that they can't explain. The reason why I forgot, because I went on a long tear about other things, and I forgot to mention these two things. But now God brought it back to my attention that you gotta talk about this, and I'm gonna do it. And so here we go. The first thing, I know people have had these type of dreams before, and it's if you ever heard the old folks call it witch riding your back. If you never had that type of dream, is a witch. You completely sleep, and then it doesn't matter if somebody's sleeping in the bed with you or in the room with you, and you sleep. If you're being attacked by a witch, old folks say she's riding your back. She paralyzes you. You can't move. You can't talk. You can't do any of those things. You can't even wake up. Uh, but what you can do is just plead the blood of Jesus Christ, and you completely say that over and over and over again. She'll leave you alone. She'll get off you. Now, I know people that had this dream before. This is my first time saying that online, because I didn't have that dream before. And I had it multiple times because I've been attacked multiple times. When she attacks you, in my perspective, I believe you're doing something right. Because if you wasn't doing anything right, they have no reason to attack you. Preachers will tell you that too on Sundays. And spiritual leaders will tell you that too. They have no reason to attack you because you're already a part of them. So they have no reason to attack you. But if you out here doing God's work and you're doing things the right way, you calling, BS out, and you calling them out, and you shed light on them, they're gonna attack you. They're gonna attack you because you're the enemy. So if you never had that dream, I'm just letting you know now. It's not far-fetched. A lot of people have had that dream, and it's very real. Scientists can't explain it. They don't know. They might say I try to look it up and do some research, and they just come up with different things. It's nothing that all scientists agree on. So they really can't explain it. So it's supernatural, right? And what happened to you in your dream. Nobody can tell you what happened in your dream. You know what I'm saying? So that's one aspect of it. Another aspect is like, I'm an action fan, right? For movies, TV shows, and things of that nature. So if I watch a good movie or a good TV show with action in it, Might even say horror, because I do like horror movies and TV shows as well. And I fall asleep. Everybody, maybe everybody doesn't have this dream, but I have this dream where I imagine myself in the movie or in the TV show, right? And I'm doing my thing. I'm fighting, beating people up or fighting, you know, anything. I could be fighting anything, right? Whatever was in the movie, they was fighting, and I'm fighting it too, right? But then, what if you get hit? Something hit you and punch you in the gut. Oh, you feel it. Oh, it's very real. And it made me jump in the bed. You get hit in the punch, feel that punch in the chest or punch in the stomach. You just jump in your sleep. You getting tagged. You getting beat up in your sleep. Uh, and also piggyback off that, it's like I know people have had a dream where they're on top of some type of building, and if you jump off the building, you jump off the building, you go splat in the building, in the dream that you can die in real life because you just died in the dream. You can die in real life, and it's the same thing in the dream world. If you're getting attacked and you're getting punched, or somebody, or you might have a. I heard a dude told me in one of his dreams that he was fighting in the streets in the dream, and the dude pulled a gun out on him, shot him in the stomach. He felt that shot in the stomach, even though he woke up right after that happened. He had a scar, a bruise right there on his stomach. I told him when I got beat up in my dream about we fighting, I had a bruise too across my chest. It's no longer there, but it was there for a while. I had a bruise on my chest. So these things happen to people. Scientists, they can't explain it. They don't know how to explain it. They can make up all they can try to make up. But like I said before, they don't be aligned. And if one scientist saying something, the other scientist is supposed to, supposed to be on the same realm of thinking of what he's saying. But they don't. They can't connect the dots because it's supernatural. It's unexplainable. So that's why I say stuff in this world that happens that people don't understand. So, and it ain't just be, saying this. I'm just bringing the light to it, but a lot of people have had these type of dreams, and it's been going on for a long, long time because we're in a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war, and it's a war that you can't see. You can't see this war, but it also that war comes into the natural. Like I said, it takes over people's bodies. People are getting attacked in their dreams, like Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger was a fiction movie, but demons and ghosts and spirits are very real. They do the same thing that Freddy was doing. They attack you in your dream. It's the only way people can really understand what's real and what's not real, and as they're being attacked, or somebody in their family close by them tell them something happened to them. Because other than that, people are blind. They swear they woke, but they're not woke. I'm just giving you my experiences. I'm not afraid of it. When I was young, I used to be afraid of it. But, like I said before in other videos, God don't give you a spirit of fear. He wanted you to be strong. All angels of God are strong. Just like the guys and girls uh, in our military, they're strong. They can't be weak. They can't be afraid to fight in, battles in the battlefield. You can't. They're not going to send you out there if you're afraid. They're going to say you're not ready. But the same thing, you're fighting for God. You can't be afraid. You have to be stay 10 toes down, be ready to fight demons, ready to call them out, ready to do God's work. So He's the general. He's the head. And he say, do it. You got to do it. And you gotta you gotta pray. You gotta put the shield, the armor, the shield, the armor from God. Jesus Christ going to lead the way for you. You gotta have him in your life. You know, like I say, I'm not trying to preach. I'm just trying to tell you what's going on out here, bringing it to your light. Because every day we see a lot of stuff that happens in the world every day that can't be explained. But when people, like I said before, who are out here doing uh, uh, just doing random killing and don't know why they're doing it, or they know why they're doing it because they hate a certain culture or they hate a certain race. Uh, they hate a certain religion now. They'll hate a certain religion. They just start attacking people for those reasons. And then you catch them, they very, very young, 19 and 20 and 21 years old. They've been influenced by somebody older than them, teaching them how to do these things, and they get so mad and they go and do it. Then you got some people who do it and they don't understand why they do it. I just like I said, demons even took over. But I was listening to a white preacher. I can't remember his name, but he was talking about uh, what goes on in Revelations is where that fallen angels, come back to the earth realm and they just go all through uh, the nation or the world and they doing different things. He said some of them will take over people's bodies and uh, try to have sex with women and try to create babies and things of that nature. And all that is a whole nother way of thinking. But that could be true as well. I haven't heard that, but when he said that, it made me think. I was like, dang, that's something wild. And that made me go back to also what I saw in Supernatural. They had again, if you have time, watch that show. Because that show was kind of spot on when they started talking about stuff like this in their TV shows. It was biblical, right? And I loved that show. I ain't gonna lie to you, I loved that show. It was two brothers, two white guys, and they went through hell and high water in that show. And a couple of times they died in the show and came back, right? But within the show they had something like that when the demon was trying to, mate with a girl, trying to create a demon baby and things of that nature, and they stopped it um, because they do love uh, young girls or young boys because they're virgins and they're pure, and they try to feed off them. And well, we see that in daily life, all different type of weird ass stores with people trying to attack kids, and there's a reason behind that. So when he said that in the video that I watched last night, he was spot on. I was like, dang, they do this and they do try to attack, kids. All this kidnapping and sex trafficking, all this stuff. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's a weird ass world that we're living in. But like I said, it's a spiritual war. It's a spiritual war. What's going on, and it's carrying on into the natural. And like I said, people can't explain it. Scientists can't explain it. But all I'm saying is just, be ready. So you want to get ready. Be already ready. And like I say, if you don't believe in God, you don't believe in Allah and all this, you better, because this stuff is very real. You don't have to take my word on it. Go and ask some of your elder parents or aunties or uncles. They're gonna tell you. They in your family. They're gonna tell you. Because some people know stuff they just don't want to tell you. They be afraid to tell, different stories about what's going on. But you need to ask. If you don't believe me, like I said, go out and ask. I'm pretty sure somebody gonna tell you the truth. They gonna tell you. Here's what it is. But enjoy y'all Memorial Day. Get with your family. Y'all cook cook barbecue, do whatever you want to do as far as food wise, but just enjoy your time with your family. We all don't know how long we have on this earth. Just enjoy it, live your best life. Um, you know, be around your kids and things of that nature, and try to love one another. And I'm out. I'm gonna go enjoy mine while I can. So I'll catch you on the next one video. Be safe.